Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board this Icelandair Boeing 757, named after the Icelandic volcano Keilir. The estimated flying time to Oslo this morning is 2 hours and 30 minutes, and the pilot in command is Captain Jón Magnússon. My name is Signý Jóhannesdóttir, and I'm the supervisor on this flight. Hand luggage shall be placed in the overhead compartment or secured under the seat in front of you, and if you are seated in an exit row, please make sure all hand luggage is in the overhead compartment for takeoff and landing. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that your seat back, footrest and tray table are upright, and ensure that window shades are open during takeoff. The use of small electronic devices is permitted in flight mode from gate to gate. And please observe that this is a non-smoking flight, which includes electronic cigarettes. Shortly, we would like to have your attention concerning your safety on board. We thank you for choosing Icelandair, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain. I wish you all welcome aboard this Icelandair Flight 3182 Oslo, Gardermoen. We are now just about ready for departure. As soon as the ground crew have finished de-icing the aircraft, we will be ready to go. Estimated flight time en route 2 hours 30 minutes and cruising altitude 39,000 feet. Weather forecast then it's good, and the latest weather report from Gardermoen calls for light and variable wind, good visibility, overcast sky, temperature -3 degrees Celsius. Finally, just open join the flight. Thank you.
Góðir farþegar, ég mun slökkva ljósin fyrir flugtak, en benda ykkur á lesljósin sem eru fyrir ofan sæti ykkar. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now turn off the lights before takeoff, and I will point out that there is a reading light above your seat. Cabin crew report cabin secure. service on board. A menu with today's selection of prices can be found in the seat pocket in front of you. And we have some special offers today that you might be interested in. We only accept payment from credits and electronic cards, but furthermore, our customer club members can use Saga points for all purchases on board. And shortly after the meal service, we'll be offering you a selection of tax-free articles from our Saga shop, where you can find, among other items, Icelandic gift items. And finally, we do hope that you will enjoy the flight with us and the service on board. Or as we say in Icelandic, verður góðir. Sætisbök hafið fótskemla og borð fyrir framan ykkur í uppbreyttri lestrarstöðu og sjáðu þess að glugga hlífa sér uppi. Nótið kassasetið þar sem sjónvarpsskjár þarf að fara undir sæti eða sætisarm vinsamlegast beðin að ganga frá þau núna. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise the back of your seat, put your tray table and footrest in an upright and up position, and make sure the window shades are open. And those of you seated where the TV screen is stowed under the seat or in the seat arm, we kindly ask you to securely stow them away now. Thank you.
velkomin til Osloar. Hér klukkan orðin 25 mínútur í 12. Nú vinsælast að sitja kyrr, allt þar til slökkt yfir á sætisvelta ljósum og við beinum greinum að opna farangurshól varlega þar sem farangur gæti hafa fæst til í lendingunni. Nú fyrir ykkur sem halda áfram flugleiðis að þá hægt að finna allar upplýsingar tengiflug á skjánum hér inni í flugstöðarbyggingunni. Og athugið að ef þið haldið áfram flugleiðis innanlands að þá þarf að taka allan handfarangur og fara með í gegnum tollskoðun, jafnvel þótt að farangur hafi verið innritaður alla leið. Og ég minna á þetta á eingöngu við þá sem eru á halda áfram með flugi innanlands. En að lokum fyrir hönd áhafnarinnar þá vonum við að þið hafi notið flugsins með okkur og þjónustunum form. Við þakkum ykkur ávallt fyrir að velja Icelandair og vonum að þið eigi góðan dag, verið þið sæl. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oslo. The local time is 25 minutes before 12. Please remain seated until the seatbelt signs have been turned off and be careful when opening the overhead compartments as some object may have shifted during the landing. And for those of you continuing on another flight, you can find all information on connecting flights on monitors here inside the terminal building. And for those of you continuing on a domestic flight, please notice that you must pick up your baggage and clear custom, even though your baggage was checked in to your final destination. And this applies only on those continuing on a domestic flight. And finally, on behalf of the crew today, we do hope that you have enjoyed the flight with us and the service on board. We thank you for choosing Icelandair for your journey and hope you have a pleasant afternoon. Goodbye.
Not for gold. Maybe just did it. Yeah, it's so fast.
Cabin crew is outdoors and report.